Wenn die Sprache auf Hybridantriebe kommt, dann assoziieren die meisten damit sofort.
Most of the time when we talk about hybrid drive systems, the Toyota Prius comes to mind. No wonder the Prius is the forerunner and flagship for the environmentally friendly type of mobility. While other car makers are still thinking about developing a hybrid, Toyota is already launching the third generation of its trend-setting car. With improved technology and new styling, the car is out to write a new chapter in the success story of the Prius. What the main details are, we'll find out on this edition of Car News, your international auto magazine.
Ausgabe von Car News, Ihrem internationalen Automagazin, zu der ich Sie recht herzlich begrüßen möchte. Doch
before we take a closer look at the secrets of these multi-mode hybrids, let's start out with the latest creation by Toyota's refined division, Lexus, a car that packs a powerful punch even with the top down.
Und kann auch oben ohne.
Right on time for summer in Germany and Europe, Lexus presents the open-air version of the IS. The IS 250C is out to rival cars like the BMW 3 Series convertible. The refined aerodynamics concept is one main aspect to set new standards in its class. The steeply raked windshield and the smooth surfaced body help the convertible achieve a drag coefficient of 0.29, lower than that of the Audi A5 Cabrio with the top-up. The convertible shares the engine hood, headlights, door handles, and side mirrors with the sedan. The three-part folding aluminum roof opens in 20 seconds, closing in 25, but only when the car is stopped. During the process, infrared sensors monitor the area behind the car to prevent any rear-end collisions. The convertible has a new tail-end construction with only little in common with the sedan. Once you enter the car, you're surrounded by the familiar quality of a Lexus. It only takes a few minutes to get accustomed to all the features. At the press of a button, the front seats slide forward, making it easier for back seat passengers to get in. Another nice feature, when the rear seats are not occupied, the rear headrests fold forward, improving driver visibility. With the top up, the trunk holds 420 liters of cargo. With the top down, 165. Lexus offers the convertible with a 2.5-liter V6 gasoline engine already familiar from the sedan, an engine that generates 208 horsepower, allowing this car from Japan to accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 9 seconds. Max speed is 210. The 250C is already out in showrooms with a basic list price of just under 50,000 euros. The second-generation hybrid drive system has been thoroughly redeveloped for the new Prius. 90% of all the components have been reconstructed. Let's leave the technical details up to an expert. Here's Toyota's technical spokesman, Dirk Breuer, to explain. We chose full hybrid technology, which differs from the mild hybrids, since what we have here is actually an electric car. That means the electric engine is actually what drives the car. I could take out the gasoline engine and the car would still drive. The mild hybrid has a classical drivetrain, the engine and the transmission getting additional electric components. We could do without the transmission here and instead have built in 2 electric engines. That means the combustion engine only has to help the electric engine and is no longer mainly responsible for driving the car. For instance, while driving at lower speeds, I can simply turn it off and it uses no fuel. If you take a look under the hood, at first you won't notice we have a special drive system. Take a closer look here in the front in the corner. See the orange cables? This is where we find the inverter-converter unit necessary to drive the electric engines. The classic combustion engine is normally in a transverse position in a front-wheel drive car. We were once more able to optimize it in many ways. Together with the oil and fuel, it only weighs 90 kilograms. We modified the internal friction, and something very special, we no longer need any fan belt, because both the power steering as well as the air conditioning compressor and the water pump are all electric, meaning without a fan belt, there's one less big maintenance factor to take care of. And since the water pump is no longer dependent on the engine's RPM, but the need for coolant, the engine warms up faster, the heating works faster, and you can use the hybrid drive earlier.
So wird der Motor sehr viel schneller warm, ich habe schnelle Heizung und ich kann den Hybridantrieb sehr viel früher nutzen.
Der Prius beeindruckt durch sein markantes Design.
The new Prius has a stunning design with the main emphasis on as much aerodynamic efficiency as possible. The body is made of high-strength steel and light alloy materials. The Prius boasts the lowest drag coefficient in the world for a hatchback. It's 0.25. Aerodynamic efficiency also receives top priority with the Mercedes models made in Affalterbach. What the engineers have achieved with the E63 AMG, we'll find out in our next report.
Beim E63 AMG vollbracht haben, können Sie jetzt bewundern.
In August, expect a new attraction on our roads. While the majority of the new E-Class cars will be running on the ordinary engines, the AMG version with its V8 engine, 525 horsepower strong, and a possible peak speed of 300 kilometers per hour will certainly become a new status symbol among Mercedes lovers. The top speed will only be of theoretical relevance. At extra charge, you can open up the electronically limited peak speed of 250 kilometers per hour, although you have to ask yourself, where in the world can you drive that fast? The torque curve peaks at a fabulous 630 Newton meters, helping the new E63 surge from rest to 100 in 4.5 seconds. Like its predecessor, you'll need to look twice to recognize the E63 as a super sports car. A ruffian appearance is frowned upon by the tuner of refined cars. Slightly broader fenders, larger air intakes, typical AMG cues like a stylized A for AMG on the grille, here and there the telling E63 AMG logo, and AMG wheels giving it true brand identity. And that's about it. A diffuser and 4 exhaust pipes accentuate the sporty character of the tail end. It's the details that distinguish this new beauty and make it a typical AMG.
Das AMG-Fahrzeug optisch unterscheidet sich zum einen durch unser AMG-Styling, wie wir sagen.
The AMG car is different, for one, due to its AMG styling. The added parts, the front apron, which convey even more sportiness and dynamics. There are also technical features like larger air intakes and an air vent, as well as AMG daytime running lights and the AMG brake system, just to name a few.
Die AMG-Räder sowie das Thema Bremsanlage, wo wir das Thema Sportlichkeit nochmal zum Ausdruck bringen, um einfach nur 2 Beispiele zu nennen.
Inside, everything's familiar and yet sporty. The new AMG dash reflects its racing genes. High-tech fans will love the SpeedShift MCT Sports transmission. The knob allows you to turn to one of 4 desired drive modes, the C for controlled efficiency, S and S Plus for Sport and Sport Plus, as well as M for manual. A program called RS gives you the option of a race start. Partial suppression of individual cylinders during gear shifts under full load leads to considerably faster shift times.
Wir haben in dem Fall hier unseren bereits aus mehreren Baureihen bekannten M156, den 6,3 Liter V8 AMG, integriert. Hier
in this case, we've built in the 6.3-liter V8 AMG, already familiar on many model series. Here, after the SL63, with the new MCT7 transmission with the wet startup clutch. Here is the logical advancement of the C63. The axles and suspension have been tuned just for sportiness to show what AMG driving dynamics are all about.
Achsen und das Thema Fahrwerk auf das Thema Sportlichkeit getrimmt und ich denke hiermit auch einen großen Schritt nochmal getan, um zu zeigen, was AMG fahrdynamisch ausmacht.
buyers can also personalize their E63 AMG.
Prinzipiell ist alles möglich. Es gibt natürlich gewisse Rahmenbedingungen.
Basically, anything's possible. There are certain parameters, certain Mercedes and AMG values or brand design characteristics we will not change. Beyond that, there are also safety aspects we cannot change. Otherwise, we offer customers anything they desire.
Dinge sind für uns einfach zwingend erforderlich. Darüber hinaus bieten wir prinzipiell alles das an, was der Kunde sich wünscht.
Pricing starts at around €105,000.
Im Innenraum dominiert eine neue
Inside the Prius, a new two-zone dash dominates the scene, meant to minimize the eye movements of the driver while reading the vehicle information. It also offers the best ergonomic functionality. The standard head-up display projects the most important information onto the lower part of the windshield, allowing the driver to devote his entire concentration to the road at all times. Also very ergonomic, the cockpit in the Audi TT RS Coupe and Cabrio. Anyone loving a sporty drive will now find their heart beating a bit faster. The new TT RS is out. With a whopping 340 horsepower. Add to that a 5-cylinder engine, styling that Audi already created once before. The real goosebumps come when you hear that throaty roar when you push the pedal to the floor. A flap in the left tailpipe sends the exhaust during a normal drive through a muffler into the right tailpipe. When accelerating or at high engine speeds, it opens automatically. The exhaust takes a direct route outside through the left tailpipe. By pressing the Sport button, which also makes the engine respond faster, the steering more direct, and the optional adaptive suspension called Magnetic Ride Stiffer, the flap is also opened. Zipping around curves, the coupe hugs the road with great grip thanks to its Quattro all-wheel drive. The ESP electronic stabilization program is designed for dynamic driving and can be deactivated in 2 stages. In sport mode, the engine does not intervene to control traction, and the brakes engage later than otherwise. In the second mode, the ESP is fully deactivated. Anyone looking for that wind in your hair feeling while speeding around can also enjoy the TT RS as a convertible. This TT is special not only because of its bright blue color. The grille is a shiny black. The huge air intakes underline the sporty nature of the car. 2 large oval tailpipes with an impressive diffuser insert between them leaves no doubt about the performance potential of the TT RS. The TT RS, both as a coupe and cabrio, is a gem, both its looks and its performance. What you get for your money is also nice. The coupe costs €55,800, the roadster $58,650. Mounted on the steering wheel are what Toyota calls touch tracer controls, allowing the driver to operate the audio, the air conditioning, and the eco-drive monitor, where the driver, with one simple glance, can keep track of the driving mode. Simple ways of optimizing consumption and emissions by making driving easier. Mazda also has a great system to optimize consumption called the iStop system. Just months after the introduction of the new Mazda 3, the company now adds some new technology with the iStop system. A few years ago, still a sensation, the start-stop system is now almost a must for all car makers. And the Mazda 3 gets its own idle stop system, a very innovative one at that. It's available with a new 151 horsepower 2-liter gasoline engine. While other car makers only use the starter for the restart, the technology in the Mazda stops the direct injection engine with the pistons in just the right position for a restart. At a red light, the car switches into neutral and the engine is stopped in the perfect position for a restart, one cylinder remaining in the working mode. When engaging first gear to start up again, fuel is injected into this cylinder. The piston moves downward and the engine starts up again. With the iStop system, it happens nearly twice as fast as with conventional systems, in exactly 35 milliseconds, according to Mazda. Hence, the Mazda driver enjoys more comfort and is spared any nasty honking at stoplights. The factory claims the direct injection and automatic start-stop function lead to a 14% decrease in the average fuel consumption compared with the previous model, making do with 6.8 liters per 100 kilometers. The new drive system in the Mazda 3 comes out in August at a price of around 22,600 euros.
Einer der Schwerpunkte im Sicherheitskonzept des neuen
The new Prius has an advanced exterior design with pedestrian protection in mind. The collision safety body now has even more high-strength steel to absorb the energy of impact even better. With this integrated safety concept, the Prius scored the top 5-star rating in the new even stricter Euro NCAP crash test, something also achieved by the Skoda Yeti.
Das tun alle Neufahrzeuge, doch nicht alle schaffen es. Schauen wir, ob's beim Skoda Yeti geklappt hat.
Skoda, the friendly brand from the Czech Republic, is now out to conquer the realm of SUVs. The pleasant appearance of the vehicle named after the mythical abominable snowman, the Yeti, the modern design and the well-known economical engines all should help Skoda enter the SUV segment. At past motor shows, Skoda presented the Yeti both as a 2- and 4-door vehicle. The 4-door version coming out this summer impresses with its lifestyle genes and an elevated coolness factor. Up to the B-pillar, it looks a lot like the successful Roomster. That was Skoda's intention. Also, the overall length of 4 meters 20 is nearly identical. Even if Skoda would like to appeal to a lifestyle clientele, the Yeti is far from being just an asphalt SUV. Not only can you drive your kids to school in it, it's also great off the big city pavement. Besides an added 18 centimeters of ground clearance, it's equipped with all-wheel drive and a differential lock. There's even an off-road mode, regulating the ABS commands together with the hill descent control. According to Skoda, the Yeti will help the brand to grow even further. To do so, they designed the Yeti as a very fresh car, refraining from giving it any macho image. The Yeti has a totally friendly and contemporary look, blowing a fresh breeze into the segment. Already familiar from the Skoda Roomster, the high degree of practicability is also a main trait of the Yeti. Inside, you won't feel cramped, despite the vehicle's compact dimensions. Just the opposite, 4 adults enjoy a generous amount of space. The seats are nice and comfortable with a long supportive base, something you'll really appreciate on longer journeys. Even in the back, taller persons will get along well. The rear seats not only slide lengthwise, but can also be removed completely, increasing the trunk volume to 1,760 liters, the size of a little delivery van. The driving performance of the 1.8 TSI with its 160 horsepower is more than sufficient. Fascinating about the 4-cylinder, It's not only quiet, but also has a great power curve. It reaches its torque peak of 250 Newton meters between 1500 and 4500 RPM. Great for those who don't like changing gears all that much. Those who like a sporty drive will love the top-ranging gasoline engine. It accelerates the 1,500 kilogram car in 8.4 seconds from rest of 100 kilometers per hour, maxing at 200. The average amount of fuel needed to cover 100 kilometers is just under 8 liters. Brand new, the basic 1.2-liter gasoline engine with 105 horsepower. The stronger 1.8 TSI is only available with all-wheel drive. There'll be 3 diesel engines to choose from, ranging from 110 to 170 horsepower.
Im normalen Fahrmodus verbraucht der neue Prius lediglich sensationelle 3.
In the normal driving mode, the new Prius, on average, uses 3.9 liters to cover 100 kilometers. A full tank will get you 1,150 kilometers. That's 150 more than with the previous model. No competitor comes even close to such fuel efficiency. So cars like those in the Peugeot 207 family just have to score points with other virtues.
Den Markt aufmischen zu können. Wie das mit der Peugeot 207 Familie funktioniert, zeigt unser nächster Beitrag.
Economic crisis, astronomical fuel prices, congested roads, no place to park. All these everyday worries cause big touring cars to lose favor with drivers, while the little guys become more popular than ever before. Let's start with the sedan. Its base engine, a 1.4-liter gasoline unit with 73 horsepower. In all, Peugeot offers 5 gasoline and 2 diesel engines with an output up to 175 horsepower. The standard equipment package includes ABS, driver, front passenger, and side airbags. For families, there's the 207 SW. Since business people also mainly think of economics, Peugeot launched the 207 SW Business Line this past spring, a special edition great as a company car. 2 diesel engines with 90 and 109 horsepower respectively are available, both requiring an average of 4.5 liters of diesel fuel to go 100 kilometers. The trim line called Sport is the entry-level car. Standard items are a manual air conditioning unit, power windows, an audio system, power locking, alloy wheels, as well as a panorama glass roof. Last year, the Peugeot 207cc was the best-selling convertible in Germany. It comes as no surprise with the French charm. The looks and dynamics of this coupe cabrio are hard to resist. The folding steel roof for the CC opens at the press of a button and vanishes into the trunk. The exterior design impresses with its flowing lines, the striking tail end with its restyled lights. As part of the model treatment, all the trim lines have a more upscale interior. The design of the dash was updated. The controls are more modern and ergonomic. Whoever prefers speed to open-air driving, there's the 220 km/h sport version, the Peugeot 207 RC. It runs on a 1.6-liter 16-volt THP engine with 175 horsepower. The little athlete shoots to 100 in only 7.1 seconds. Consumption is a moderate 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers. CO2 emissions, 171 grams per kilometer. All body versions of this small car have a modified front section with a soft nose design. The tail end of the sedan and the station wagon is now equipped with LED lights. The engine range was once again nicely upgraded in terms of fuel economy and emissions. Now the difficult choice remains, which member of the Peugeot family suits you best?
Den Kunden künftig eine noch größere
To give customers a greater selection of hybrid cars in the future, Toyota expanded its model range. At the Frankfurt Motor Show in September, Toyota will be unveiling its next hybrid model. It'll be interesting to see what that one's all about. That brings us to the finish line of Car News, your international auto magazine. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time. Till then, all the best.
Eine gute Zeit. Tschüss und auf Wiedersehen.